Music, movies, games. We all take them for granted at 35,000 feet. But have you ever wondered for a second how is all of this content made available to you in flight? Welcome to the world of in flight entertainment or IFE, where aviation law, copyright laws, and technology all comes together to make your movie night possible in the skies. So now, when you are streaming a movie on Netflix or Disney Plus at home, you are basically covered for a personal use license. But now, when that same movie is played in flight, that becomes a public performance. That means that airlines require a completely different set of rights and therefore different kinds of licenses. So, no, airlines cannot directly play Netflix midair. They need special permission through something called as content service providers, which basically negotiate directly with the film studios and music labels and distributors for its use in flight. So here's a story. While I was flying back from US to India and India to US via Lufthansa and Air France Airlines, I happened to observe one thing, that both the flights had exactly 12 episodes of the Big Bang Theory show. Not the full season, not the full show, only selected 12 episodes. Why do you think that is? Turns out that's not random at all. It's all contract law at play and the licensing terms at play. So when the airlines licenses shows, they don't buy the full catalog license. They pay for a limited bundle, usually 10 to 15 episode bundles. Why? Because A, studio licenses in smaller numbers, B, airlines don't have enough storage, and C, every extra episode costs extra licensing fee. So next time your series gets cut in half, don't blame the airline. It's the copyright math. These licensing deals are managed by specialized companies like Spafex, companies like Stellar Entertainment, which negotiate on which type of content can be played on these airlines for how long, in which territories, and with what kind of edits. So every title that you see on board has actually gone through months and months of legal, cultural, and technical reviews before it actually reaches your seatback screen. And yes, every movie, every show that you see on board is an airline edited version, which means strong language, nudity, or political scenes might be replaced, trimmed, or completely cut off depending on the local laws and the cultural laws on the routes that you are flying in. So, what plays on a Dubai London flight might be completely different from what plays on a London US flight. So, what I spoke about previously was in the global context. But in India also we have players like Shemiru, Aya Media and Aeroplay Entertainment who are curating thousands of hours of regional and other general Indian entertainment, music and shows for on-flight and in-flight use globally. These companies are taking Indian entertainment, Indian stories and Indian music globally, quite literally. All this content is stored locally and it is not streamed. So even if your Wi-Fi drops mid-air, your movie, your show, your music will not buffer. Each month, airline receives encrypted digital files. They are DRM protected and are safe and certified for aviation safety and use. Each of these files are either physically loaded or with a combination of physical loading and satellite systems and air to ground tower systems. Now, for creators and artists watching this, you can absolutely license your content and your music for in flight entertainment systems. You, of course, can't directly pitch it to the airlines, but you can go via these aggregators, which I previously mentioned. And in your agreement, make sure you define how are you getting paid, how much are you getting paid, how much editing is allowed, on which routes it's going to be played, and for how long it is going to be played. Another interesting fact, most systems used to unlock after reaching the altitude of 10,000 feet so that you are not distracted during the safety instructions. However, of course, with newer systems coming in, now newer systems allow gate to gate entertainment so that you can easily enjoy your entertainment even before the wheels take off the ground. And of course, when instructions are given or announcements are happening, your entertainment is paused for that little while. So the next time you're flying over the Atlantic and wondering why are there only 12 episodes of the Big Bang Theory? Or how are you even able to watch any of this content? Think that behind these seatback screens, there's a whole network of aviation law, copyright laws, and international contracts. It's not just about shows and movies, it's where creativity, meets compliance, it's law in the skies. Thank you.